Hello everyone. For today's video, we are going to discuss about the significant figures. But before that, we should know what is significant figure is. So the significant figures is a given number are those significant or important digits which convey the meaning according to its accuracy. So we are going to give an example and answer it. So there is an rule in significant figures. The rule number 1 is all non-zero digits are significant. Looking at this first example, as you see, there is no zero. So these numbers are for significance. If you count that 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So this example is for significance because there is no zero. Rule number 2, all zeros that occur in between any two non-zero digits are significant. Example number 2. So as you see, the example number 2, the 0 is between of the 4 and 9. So as a rule number 2 said, it is still countable as a significant figure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 4 significant figures of example number 2. Rule number 3, all zeros that are on the right of the decimal point and also to the left of a non-zero digit is never as significant. So on what rule number 3 said, as you see, the zero significant figure number is on the left side. So this is not countable as significant figure. So we have the 0.00657. So the significant number that we count only is 6, 5, and 7. And that's 3 significant figures. All zeros that are on the right of a decimal point are significant only if a non-zero digit does not follow them. So the example number 4, if and the rule said if the zero is on the right side, it can be significant. But if only the digits does not follow them. So as you see, nagfollow man, wala man siya kakuan. So it countable as 1, 2, 3, and 4 for significant figures. So for the 5th rule of significant figure, all the zeros that are on the right of the last non-zero digit after the decimal point are significant. In our 5th example, we can see that this is the non-zero number. So in the previous 3rd rule, it is not countable the number that on the left side. So this 30 in the left is not countable as significant figure. So in this number 6, we start to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the significant figures is 5. Rule number 6. All that zeros are on the right of the last non-zero digits are significant if they come from the measurement. Like an example of a meter or kilometer or etc. On what the rule said, if the example is an from measurement, it can be countable as an significant figure. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's because of 2040 meter, as what the rule said, that it comes from the measurement, it can be countable as an 4 significant figures. So in a previous discussion about the significant figure on how we count that, I have an example here to test if we get and understand how to count insignificant figure. So example number 1 is 45. So in our first rule, the non-zero digit are significant. So in this example, there is no zero. So these are the countable as 1 and 2. So the number 1 example is 2 significant. 2 sig. So in number 2. So in our number 2, as we see, what rule is number 2? Or what rule is this example number 2? So I know you're guessing, right? So this example number 2 is an example of rule number 3, where the zeros that on the right or left side are not countable as significant figure. So we are start to count in here, number 4, significant number 4. So 1 and 2. So the significant figure of example number 2 is 2. So we are going to answer the example number 3. As you think, this is like an example number. So the number 3 example, it is the same in the previous. We count these numbers here. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So how many significants are there? So 5 significant figure. So next, the number 4. Oh, on what previous and our previous discussion about the rules of significant figures. So this number 4 is very similar to the rules number 2 of significant figure. So the zeros are between the two significant numbers. So these zeros are countable as significant figure. So we start counting in 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the number 4 example is having 4 significant figures. So next, the last number 5. So there is no decimal shown in this example. So it means we must assume that the zeros are not significant figures. Okay, it's because there is no decimal. So only the non-zero number is countable as significant figures. So 1, 2. So there is 2 significant figure in this example. So I hope that you understand how to count insignificant figures in the numbers. Thank you and goodbye.